Hey guys, Roro here. 2 years ago, I posted one of my fan art pieces here on YouTube. Then I ceased to exist. Now, after 2 years of learning with a love-hate relationship with art, I want to actually look back at my progress, compare old work with new pieces, and with utmost honesty, answer the question: did I actually get better, or did I just waste my time? The way I drew the human figure when starting was awkward, and by that I mean you could clearly tell something was off from just a glance. My poses were stiff, my coloring wasn't great, and I just struggled a lot. There were many times where I just got tired and kind of abandoned art entirely. I focused on other stuff in my life. When I made my first video on this channel, drawing Hakari, I saw that piece as my magnum opus. Like, man, I really did it with this one. Then made the video. And sometime later, after uselessly comparing myself to immensely better artists, I quit. I got tired. I thought that maybe I wasted my time with this art thing. Yet, as time went on, every single time I went online on my PC, my phone, I always looked at other people's art, be it good or bad. I thought, I could have done that. Maybe I could have developed that style with my own twist. Maybe draw the body that way. If only I didn't quit the way I did. It's hard to describe that kind of thinking. Was it envy? Admiration? The feeling of being left out. I'm sure at least one of you have felt the same. My older brother was the person that always pushed me forward and motivated me. As I showed him my first fan art pieces, he told me they were good, and that I could actually make a living from my art. His words combined with my thoughts brought me to compulsively buy an expensive drawing tablet. And I just kind of forced myself to draw. I thought, if I don't draw, then this purchase would have been for nothing. And as you may know, many other artists say this kind of thinking always leads to disaster. You start to associate art to a task that needs to be completed, and ultimately burn out. And they're right. Yet it strangely worked for me. Now I draw even more, even though I have a day job. I realized getting good at art wasn't going to happen quickly, but I'm still making new things and drawing new stuff. I started to see more tutorials, more quote-unquote art hacks here on YouTube. That was the time I started to worry at my drawing style, or rather, the lack thereof. And the truth is, you can't have a style if your foundation isn't well constructed. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. You can't improve if your basic skills haven't grown as well. In my case, I made several folders with images of artists who did something specific that I liked, like how they drew the eye, how they shaded, hair coloring, skin shading, and stuff like that. Even how they drew the overall anatomy. And now when I drew, I was mindful of my reference of such artists, and I tried to mimic how they themselves shaded or colored their art. Style is something that develops over time. It kind of evolves with you. Regarding my obsessive comparisons with much more successful artists, I learned that everything on the internet is like a polished story, one that always hides the mistakes, the difficulties, and the entire journey taken to get to where things are now. I know to not compare my starting stages to someone's year 6 work, That's the perfect way to ruin your motivation. Now that I could take this off my back, I wanted to give you guys some words of encouragement, some advice. Don't think that I didn't read the comments on my last video. You guys were genuinely surprised YouTube recommended my video to you, for the most part. And some were concerned that publishing that video made me physically implode or something, the way I disappeared. But no, I just practiced like a hermit in my cave whenever I had the chance. And finally, my advice to you is, for your life, please do not quit making art, or creating, or any kind of creative work you're currently making. Just leave it on standby, but do not abandon it. Maybe you're feeling burnt out, or that you hit a plateau. We're always on different stages in life. Sometimes you can invest time or energy, and sometimes you don't. Just make sure you don't leave it out completely from your mind. And when you're ready, you can always try again. That will be all for the video. Hope you guys liked it. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. And thank you. They mean a lot to me. I for sure will be reading them.